What's going on, everybody? We are back in here once again with another YouTube live stream, simulcasting on Twitch as well. Shout out to you guys for being in here, being involved, and being active on this channel. Oh my goodness, what a rough start to today. Apologies for the tardiness, guys. So many behind the scenes computer issues that just dragged me down. Oh my gosh. We're here though, nonetheless. Late, but here. Oh, what does Gandalf say? I am not early nor late. I simply arrive when I am needed. And it turns out it's right now. Anyways, shout out to the live gang, replay gang, and the lurk squad. I see you guys. Let me go ahead and check for any issues that potentially may or may not be occurring on my end. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. So far, so good. Things are looking Gucci. Good dear Lord. So you remember how yesterday I was saying, yo, why does the upspeed bitrate look funky? It was that. That was an issue. So during my workout today, I came and turned it on and it was acting really... Is it an OBS thing? Hello? Are we back? We're back. It's probably going to be another separate stream now. Oh my god. God damn it. Wow, what a big fat L today is. Hell. Are we still live? It looks like we are. Today is. Okay, this one's been going for 6 minutes roughly. What about this one? It's not telling me. Oh, this one restarted. Twitch restarted. Twitch definitely restarted. God damn it, man. Okay, YouTube kept going though. YouTube is still alive. Okay. Do we continue? We kept pressing forward. It's funny because before going live, I did several tests. And I thought I resolved the issue after it had died on me twice. There were some unstable events. Oh my gosh, don't tell me it's going to happen again. No, okay. So I tweaked something and everything was good. It hadn't died. I ran it for almost 10 minutes. No issues. Then I go live and OBS dies on me again. It crashes. What the hell? We'll continue. Today is just going to be a chill stream. I wanted to go over the news, as you can see, per the title and the thumbnails. BBS, end of the month, was released and revealed yesterday. Check it. As well as the Titan Talk for Open Beta 11 was yesterday. So we're going to go over both news updates and I will provide some commentary and some entertainment. We'll see how it goes. So far, today is going to be a big fat L, man. Regardless, we will press forward. We finally have the Sunflower Mayuri we have been waiting for. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's here. Brand new remake Zosh, Zombie Tosh, and a brand new... What can I call her? Zombie Rangiku. Zomriku. Zomran. Zomgiku. Rangiku. Zombie Rangiku. Oh well. We don't have a good name for her. We got Zombie Tosh, Zosh. Zombie Rangiku. We'll just say Zombie Rangiku. F it. Click the play button. All right, Oliver.
Hello,
Let's go.
this is Oliver from the Brave Souls team.
Can you
Today,
guys
I'll be
hear?
introducing 3 characters from the 1000-year Blood War
Okay.
Xena summons
So far,
in
so
humans, which will be released on the 31st
Why
of
is it
May.
going so slow? Okay, it's back. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Well, nothing's going on here with the upload speed. No dropped frames either.
Nope.
We'll see how long that lasts, though. Anyways, let's continue. Oh, she's looking good.
The first character in this summons is Toshiro.
Toshiro Zosh.
Toshiro is a speed attribute character with...
Hang on, let me go back. The outfit is awesome. Yo, man, the Germans have, say what you want about them, they have the drip on point. Their outfits in military and the displays of power and strength is precise, on point. It looks so cool. The aesthetics of it is just, I'm at a loss for words. I can't really describe it. I love the outfits where they have the military outfits they have. He's looking pretty cool. Oh, it's just a static pose. Like Catman was saying last night on his stream. He's just standing there. So it's not dynamic like the previous one. Or the other thumbnails. And character poses for different ones.
is Toshiro.
Toshiro.
Toshiro is a speed attribute character with Hollow Killer Plus.
Hollow Killer Plus. SP character. He's going to hit hard. I think he has a double soul trait.
His soul traits are strong attack damage plus 20% and strong attack recharge time minus 12%.
You know what I'm thinking? I wonder if they'll ever do a character. They probably will, although probably in like a year or 2 or 3. Where the soul trait is strong attack damage 25% and recharge 14%. Oh my gosh. That's going to break the game. It's going to be too OP. All right, let's continue. For now, we got 20
He
and
is a
12.
ranged, strong attack type character whose attacks can all inflict freeze plus.
Ranged
His innate skills are sprint plus 1, havoc 20%, and freeze resistance 100%.
Right.
Plus, he has the EX move forward facing super wide range attack.
That's
Here's
just
a
an
list
extra
with the
strong
rest
attack.
of his skills.
All right, Berserker 70. He has Soul Reaper Resonance. They finally have this. First it was with Espadas. Now the Soul Reapers get it. I'm pretty sure Rangiku has it too. Frenzy plus 2, Bombardment plus 1. His nuke is going to hurt. Debilitator plus 5. That's the medium debilitator. Length, 5 seconds. The best one now is 7 seconds. That's crazy. And he has increased status ailment chance against hollows. That's great.
Now,
it's not
let's see this
limited. It's not limited to attributes specifically. So any hollow can get frozen. And he has Team Party, increased, or blue. Increased speed, attribute, character, strong attack damage. Wow, that's a mouthful. Pause. 20% damage to frozen, another 80%. Yet weakened defense with bombardment and SP boost 80% with sharpshooter and poise break. He's gonna be hitting like a truck. Oh
Character in
dear
action.
lord! Ay Dios mío!
Toshiro can inflict freeze plus with all of his attacks, allowing him to restrain enemies he inflicts with it. Also, thanks
Okay,
to
so
the
far so
plus
good.
type status ailment effect, he can stack freeze plus on top of other status ailments,
Freeze
maximizing
plus,
the impact of status effects. Plus, with his EX move forward-facing super wide range attack, he unleashes an attack across a very wide area in
That's
front of
just
him.
like another
By
strong attack.
strategically positioning himself when activating it, he can deal damage to multiple enemies
God damn.
simultaneously.
He's gonna be
Not
useful
only
in
that,
Limit Breaker.
but he has damage to frozen enemies 80%, and status ailment spiritual pressure boost 80%, which allow him to deliver devastating damage to frozen enemies and boost his spiritual pressure temporarily after inflicting a status ailment.
His 3.
He also has Soul Reaper Resonance, increased strong attack damage tempo.
His 3 reminds me, because it's a full screen diagonal slash attack. It reminds me of the cut he got from Basby and how he froze his blood. The crossbody one. That's what it reminds me of.
To increase the strong attack damage of himself as well as fellow Soul Reapers, making him an excellent addition to
Oh,
the
I like
Soul
the
Reaper
2.
line.
The 2 is a gather into a line smash attack. And then the 1 is a line.
No.
And
But
the
that's
EX
not
is
all.
a
It
wide.
comes with 2 powerful soul traits, strong
Line
attack
attack.
recharge time minus 12%, and strong attack damage plus 20%, which can be shared with other characters through character links. Finally,
activation time
Toshiro
is
has
quick,
Hollow
dude.
Killer Plus and the formidable skill Poise Break,
Wow, that pause was so delayed.
except Brave Battles, giving him an edge in Guild Quest
Look
or
at all
Unit
that
Break quest
DPS,
with
man.
Hollow Killer or increased range damage
That's
rules,
crazy.
as well as high difficulty quests with enemies that have poise. Next, let's look more closely at his attacks. Here are the normal attacks. His normal attacks are a string of 4 ranged attacks.
Okay. That's a pretty cool NAD string he has.
Now for the strong attacks. First strong attack surrounds the character and attacks forward.
It's like a wide beam-ish. Or a cone.
Here is the second strong attack. Strong attack 2 gathers
Yeah, the
enemies in
2's
front
good.
of the character and inflicts damage.
I like it too.
Here is the third strong attack. This attack goes full screen.
You see that slash? It's just like the one he got from Basby. Then he froze himself. Or was it when he fought Kang Du? And he got his Bankai back. That Tosh, it's what it reminds me of. I think it was that one when he fought Kang Du. And he got his, because he was holified. Yeah, that's the slash that it reminds me of.
Finally, his special move, Heartless Assault.
Heartless Assault.
行くぞ挽回大グレン氷輪丸
Damn, straight from the anime.
And that wraps it up for Toshiro.
That's awesome.
And now for Mayuri.
Yeah.
Mayuri is a heart attribute.
Where's that pause, man? Come on, man. Why you robbing me there? Delay. Finally. Hey, yo, this Mayuri is awesome. I like this Mayuri. I got respect for Mayuri. He's a hack character. His intelligence and his cunning. Hats off to you. Arguably second to Kisuke's. So who would be first? Kisuke, Mayuri, and then Aizen. And then Shunsui's up there too. Can't forget about Shunsui. Since we have this Sunflower Mayuri, I'd like to see Sunflower Nemu as well. She's gonna be looking good. She's gonna be cute with her hat too. They could have done her right here, just add her in the card art. That would have been great.
Now for Mayuri. Mayuri is a heart attribute character with Squad 0 Killer Plus. His soul trait
Damn.
is strong attack recharge time.
Look at that
minus
character
14%.
model.
He is a melee strong attack
Ooh.
type character whose attacks can all inflict paralysis plus. Also, he possesses
That character model is incredible. I really like it. You know, if they do a Christmas themed one, they can make him the star on a Christmas tree. Like this actual model, instead of making him like chibi, add this one as a star with him with his max brightness on. You know how he can reduce his max brightness when he was fighting Gigi? Just turn it all the way up. And he's gonna be at the top of the tower. It can be like a Nemu special, and he makes a cameo in there as a star. Bam! Blinds everybody. That'll be great.
the enemies defeated bonus, which activates different bonuses depending on how many enemies he has defeated. His
Well, he only
enemies
gets to
defeated
30
bonus
though.
is team/party, increased damage to status ailment affected enemies 20% after defeating 30 enemies. His innate skills are Sprinter +1, Havoc 20%, and
Marauder.
Marauder. Here's a list with the rest of his skills.
Oh, he's a 14 cooldown. Meta character. He's paralysis, resistance, frenzy +2, and then +3 in guild quest. Bombardment, debilitator, medium 1, 5 seconds. That's still good. And then increased status element chance against Soul Reapers. Just all Soul Reapers, not, but color specific. Soul Reaper enemy.
Now, let's see the
30% melee damage in guild quest. Also, he has a built-in punching bag. Damage to paralyzed, 80%. Weaken defense, poise. Oh, nice. And then increased killer, 30%, 50 in guild quest. SP 80 as well. Solid kit for Mayuri. Solid kit.
this character in action. Mayuri can inflict paralysis plus with all of his attacks, allowing him to stop the movements of enemies he inflicts with it. Also,
That'd be a really cool mechanic just to add here. Just the quality of life. It doesn't do any damage or anything. It just by having him, it brightens up the whole map or wherever he's walking. Because that is the point of the suit, you know? It'd be lore accurate too.
inflict paralysis plus with his third strong attack, allowing him to prevent enemies
You can
from harming
barely,
him while
you
he
can
is
only see his
attacking them.
face.
Since he also has bombardment +1 and weakened defense, he excels
almost
at inflicting
disappears.
massive damage with his special move.
And
Finally,
the pools.
Mayuri has Squad 0 Killer Plus and skills like Frenzy in Guild Quest +3, increased melee damage in Guild Quest 30%, and increased killer effect in Guild Quest 50%. This means
That's a
that
massive
Mayuri comes
pool
into
now.
his own in Guild
Or at least they updated the graphics. And now it actually matches the actual range. It's-
Quest with Squad 0 Killer
just looks
and
so
increased
massive
melee
now.
damage rules. Next, let's look more closely at his attacks.
His attack.
Here are the normal attacks. His normal attacks are a string of 4 melee attacks.
What is that stuff?
Now
Things
for
are
the
looking
strong
good so
attacks.
far.
Strong attack 1 deals damage straight ahead.
Line attack. Hey, brother, welcome. We live, yes, sir.
Here is the second strong attack.
We
Strong
late.
attack 2 deals damage around the
We
character.
late. We here though. I'll just be going over the updates for BBS and Smite 2. I didn't even pause. What the? That was so delayed either way if I did.
Here is the third strong attack. This attack sets a status ailment trap and gathers enemies while inflicting damage.
That's awesome. It covers almost near half the map.
Finally, his special move, Inquisitive Mind.
Oh, you know what I'm wondering? Will his footsteps be identical to the footsteps from the anime? Because when he was walking, there's a little jingle as he steps forward or backwards and moves. That'd be really cool if they added it, just for lore accuracy.
試したい薬がいくつもある試したい薬がいくつもある今なら受けてくれる
Ah,
ね
damn. So,
Yuri.
straight from the anime
And now,
slash manga when he was fighting Toshiro.
Rangiku is a speed attribute character with
Zoshiro.
Follow Killer Plus. Her soul
Damn,
trait
this
is
delayed
Team slash
pause
Party,
is just
normal attack
ruining
damage
it.
plus 25%.
Oh.
She is a ranged, normal attack type character whose
Okay,
second
so far,
strong
so
attack
good.
provides a barrier, while the rest of her attacks can inflict Lacerate Plus. Her innate skills are Sprinter +1, freeze resistance 100%.
Dude,
and
it's still
dodge bullet
going, and I
damage
paused it
50%.
a long time ago.
Here's a list with the rest of her skills.
Okay. Okay, Oliver. You still running your mouth when you shouldn't be. Over here. Over here. Damn, it's way the hell over there. Okay, Rongitits. Looking good. Way better than Zombietta is looking. Like Cowman was saying yesterday, dude. That Zombietta model looks dumb. She looks completely just out of it in her head. Over here, unconscious. She has no conscience or barely any. Kind of like Wonder Wise. Rangiku here, it looks like she's still conscious. She can make her own decisions roughly, you know.
Now for Rangiku.
Rangiku.
Rangiku is a speed attribute character with Hollow Killer Plus.
Nice
Her
model.
soul trait is Team/Party, normal attack damage plus 25%. She is a ranged, normal attack type character whose second strong.
Yeah, she has a normal face here. It's not all derpy like Zombietta's is. Hollow Killer Plus as well. She's ranged as well. Same thing as Toshiro.
While the rest of her attacks can inflict Lacerate Plus.
Lacerate
Her innate skills are Sprint plus 1, Free.
It's gonna be tricky though, because they both have a plus status element. So they'll be overriding each other. I'm not sure if having both of them be a Hollow Killer Plus is a good thing. Although I understand it though, because they're both Captain and Lieutenant of Squad 10.
Resistance 100% and dodge hollow damage 50%.
Ooh, okay, that's a good one.
Here's a list with the rest of her skills.
All right. Increased Bruiser 40. Flurry plus 1 and Guild Quest plus 2. Follow up. Already. This here is one of the best slept on abilities in the game. I like this ability so much. You don't have to wait for the enemies to get back up. Doesn't matter if they're standing up or knocked back down. Nah, they getting wrecked regardless. Follow up is goated. I like it. I'm glad she has it. Not that many characters have follow up in the game. Now here's Soul Reaper Resonance too. There it is. So hers increases your NAD, your normal attack, while Toshiro's increases your strong attack. Damn, look at that. Long reach 20. And then increase status ailment chance against just
Now,
hollows.
let's see this.
Not color specific. All hollows. That's awesome. I like it. And then Team Party, increase Soul Reaper damage to status ailment affected enemies. Oh, they're gonna keep making run-on sentences for these abilities, man. That's funny. 30%. Multi-barrier, another slapped-on ability. I like it a lot. Sharpshooter and poise. And then 30 and 50%. Increased killer for normal and then Guild Quest. She's a Guild Quest side unit.
Rangiku can inflict Lacerate Plus with all her attacks except for her second strong attack, allowing her to prevent her enemies from using their strong attacks while dealing continuous damage if successful. As a plus type status ailment, Lacerate Plus can be stacked with other status ailments to
Bleach is
your
really
enemies
good
with multiple disadvantages. Also, her second strong attack is a barrier technique that, combined with multi-barrier plus 2, allows her to shield both herself and her allies with multiple barriers to fend off enemy attacks. Rangiku also has the new and powerful soul trait, Team/Party, normal attack damage plus 25%, enabling her to increase the damage of her own and her allies' normal attacks unconditionally, a valuable trait for any team composition. But that's not all. Her skill, Soul Reaper Resonance, normal attack damage 10%, increases the normal attack damage of Soul Reaper affiliation allies that she accompanies on quests, making her an excellent addition to a Soul Reaper lineup. Finally, Rangiku also has a variety of skills that enhance her performance in Guild Quest, such as Flurry and Guild Quest plus 2 and Hollow Killer Plus. These help to ensure
her shield is quite difficult to see the width and height of it. It's area coverage because of the moving ashes. God damn. Quite deceptive.
A non-controlled character in these quests, especially those with Hollow Killer and increased range.
Yep, that NAD string is from Tag Team Shuhei. Ah, that's funny.
Damage rules.
Yaman was bugging about it last night.
Let's look more closely at her attacks. Here are the normal attacks. Her normal attacks are a string of 4 ranged attacks.
They knock back.
Now for the strong attacks. Strong attack 1 deals damage straight ahead.
That's a line. Melee collision. Yeah, it looks like melee collision.
Here is the second strong attack. Strong attack 2 deals damage around the character. This attack also provides a barrier.
It's not that big of a circle.
Here is the third strong attack. The third strong attack surrounds the character and attacks forward.
Oh, it's not a full screen. Oh, she got. It looks like an arrow. Strong attack 3.
Finally, her
Tone.
special move, Marionette of Ash.
Unare, Pinnacle.
And that wraps it up for
Yo,
round
Zombie
2.
Rangiku looking good, man.
And those were the character intros for the 1000-year Blood War Xena summons in Humans.
I know
So-
you nasty ninjas are going in. You running that red light.
Already mentioned, this summons
Aw,
will be
yeah.
available from the 31st of May.
Saturday.
So check it out when
That's
it comes
Saturday.
out. See you next time. Bye.
Bye, Oliver. Thank you. Thank you for the video. Damn, are you guys going in? Original is better? Yeah, I like the regular on Giku too. And then they made her hair, she's a blonde now. I like the orange. I'm used to the orange original hair color. Maybe the blonde will take some getting used to. I think they chopped her hair off too. For 1000-year Blood War, she got a haircut. It used to be longer, like way down here. Now it's shoulder length. All right, you know we going in 5 steps. 5 steps, not to 0, not to 0, because the Beach Bay banner is just around the corner. And then there's also anniversary. So we're going in 5 steps, and that's it. No down to 0. No down to 0.
Nope.
We'll see though. We'll see. Yo, Cowmans, you're going down to 0? You crazy, brother. I'm saving my orbs, man. Damn. All right. Well, on to the Smite 2 news. OBS 11. Not OBS. Not OBS. OB. Open Beta. Open Beta 11. With Scylla in-game reveal. And a new Wandering Market showcase. I am joining the brothers. Isaiah, Clumsy, and I don't know this brother's name.
Hello, hello, and welcome
He'll
to another
reveal
edition
it.
of Titan Talk. Hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. Hope everyone had a great Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
I'm Isaiah. Kilgun with me, and Clumsy is here. because
Kilgun,
today,
that's his name.
It's time for Open Beta 11. We're going to be going over all the stuff. Oh, man, Clumsy, you're...
Is the volume too
stroking
loud,
my
brother?
head,
Yeah.
what's-
Let me know. Let me know if it's loud or not.
But yeah, we're going over Open Beta 11 today. We're going to be
We're not
showing
here to
off-
recap the Indy 500.
No,
Yes,
we're
okay.
not.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure you have some highlights that day.
I don't want to take us on a 20-minute detour. We have a lot of things
Okay.
to talk
Yeah.
about today.
Ooh, they're
so,
going into Scylla straight
probably
up
best that we
first.
just get,
Let's go.
straight
Yeah,
into it
it's
with-
going to be a pretty packed show.
That's good?
We got,
All right,
of course, Scylla,
perfect.
the new
Thank
god.
you.
We've got lots of new skins, new Wandering Market, 2 new aspects that
Yep.
we're going to be
Nice,
talking about.
nice.
And we're going to be talking about God and Item Balance too. Probably won't have a whole lot of time for a Q&A towards the end, but we're going to hop right into it.
I like
And
the
shall
chalk
we start
hammer
with
in the
star of
background
show,
right here.
Scylla, Clumsy. What's going on with
absolutely.
Scylla in Smite 2?
Susie's hat.
So yeah, we talked
Aladdin's
about her. I
lamp.
think, we spoiled some of the
Just
stuff
a little
going
bit
on
because
with
she was in a
Scylla
flash
TB
test.
Ymir.
last time. Yeah. But yeah, we've been cooking with Scylla. We think she's feeling better than ever in Smite 2. The flash test went honestly really well. You know, I think even during that time, I was going into all these different channels. I was like, guys, like it's a flash test. There's still temp effect stuff going on. So there's like something about these effects don't look right. It's like, yeah,
Oh,
guys,
look.
they weren't like,
Discordia
give
right
us
here.
a second and we'll get there. But she's feeling
Interesting.
better than ever, and she's looking really good.
I wonder if
And
that's
yeah,
a
do you wanna go
Anubis.
through all the different
Yeah, I will
Up here.
bring up the
Or-
handy dandy desktop
like
here.
meat
Give me a
back
second
here.
to make sure that we've got everything.
Hey,
here.
yo.
There she is. Let me make sure that I have the.
You got an
desktop
update to
unmuted,
her
so we should
model.
have audio now. I can hear
I hear
Scylla. Sweet.
Ooh.
So of course Scylla, the effects are looking really good here.
Yes.
So Clumsy, you want to just start off with the passive for the folks.
Her auto attack sound effects sounds different too. I like the more teal green basics that they added for her too. She got an update on her wardrobe as well. Probably her hair too.
Folks who didn't have a chance to tune into that last show or didn't tune in or hop in that flash test, let's talk about Scylla and her in
Yeah,
Smite 2.
absolutely. So just making sure I have my notes here ready so I don't miss anything. But yeah, there's Scylla. To reiterate what we talked about last time, I'm gonna try.
Quick learner is her passive.
a little bit of a shift on certain parts where we could make sure that she feels a little bit more specialized, there's that word again, in what she brings into the game. And that being said, we know Scylla's super beloved, so we didn't want to go crazy there. We just want to make sure that she feels really good and as best as she can be in Smite 2. So, a few things. One, the passive. Previously on the third ability, Sentinel, she actually used to gain mana regen, and that was MP5 in Smite 1 or MP1 in Smite 2. But that's actually been moved over from the ranking of the ability 3 to Quick Learner instead. So anytime you get a max ability, you'll be getting that mana regen on Scylla as well. Okay. So that'll be there. Kind of small thing there. There's also a lot of different, as you can see here, there's a lot of different effects that each ability gains when they reach max rank. First ability, Sikkim, nothing changes at all because it feels great and everything is perfect about it. So
okay, yep, that's good. What happened? We never left. What do you mean? Yeah, we're back. So far on my end, it's been, oh shit, it's on Twitch that's bugging. YouTube is looking good though. Twitch is the one that's bugging. We're still live on YouTube for the whole entirety of the time I've been live. Yeah, the whole 36 minutes. Oh, on Twitch? I just refreshed it. Hang on. Let me see. It's excellent now. It's back to stable. Back to being stable. Huh. Okay, we're back on Twitch. Somehow. Refresh. YouTube is still kicking butt though. Let's go, YouTube. Hell yeah. Alright, let's continue. We will press forward. Sikkim! Send 2 hounds forward. You root and cripple and dealing some damage. At max rank, the 2 closest enemies to the first target will also be hit. Projectile stops on walls. Okay. You can't root someone over the wall. That'd be hack. Way too OP for her.
So this is going to be working the exact same way it did before, where you send out the 2 hounds. It does the root, it cripples, and at max rank, it does that in not quite an AoE, but it technically hits 2 gods nearby, or 2 enemies nearby, in an area around her. But it's not around the enemy that got hit, so it's not going to apply to everyone. I just wanted to clarify that for those who don't know Scylla very well. But going on to the second ability, Crush is where we start seeing a little bit more of that change.
I like how they made it a lot more visible. Whenever you get afflicted with a CC
area around her, but it's not around the enemy that got hit, so it's not going to.
Interesting. So they changed that fact, because it used to be if there was an enemy next to the one you rooted, they would also get hit. What? You contradicting yourself there, Clumsy. It's still the same there. But he just said that the 2 closest enemies to Scylla herself get afflicted with the Sikkim. Not the 2 closest enemies to the target. Huh.
It does that in not quite an AoE, but it technically hits 2 gods nearby, or 2 enemies nearby, in an area around her. But it's not
in an area around her. I think he might have messed up there, because the description and what he's saying contradict each other. Perhaps we can get some clarification there. We'll probably see once she gets released, because that could be a big deal.
Around the enemy that got hit, so it's not going to apply to everyone. I just wanted to clarify that for those who don't know Scylla very well. But going on to the second ability, Crush is where we start seeing a little bit more.
So it's just 1 and then 2 closest enemies to 3, up to 3. Go back.
Clarify that for those who don't know Scylla very well. But going on to the
damn, look at the dogs. They look pretty cool.
second ability, Crush is where we.
Damn, look. I like how you can clearly see this. It's a lot more visible for the enemy, and then as well as yourself playing. If you were Ymir, you'd be able to clearly see it. I like that they added that fact in the game a while back, because before you couldn't see, like, what am I getting hit with? What's going on here? Once they added this, then you could clearly see like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm rooted, I'm stunned, I'm crippled, and it also the duration as well. That's very helpful. I like that. Big ups to that for you guys.
Start seeing a little bit more of that change. So
let's see. The crush, okay, it still slows. Creates a magical field that slows enemies. After 5 seconds, it detonates. Or you can choose when to detonate it. At max rank, enemies in the area also have their magical protections reduced. And the field persists if detonated early. Ooh, okay. Reactivate to detonate the field early. Yep, okay, there it is. Interesting. So the magical field is still there regardless of your activation detonation time. I like that. That's a good shift they did for her. Because before, as soon as if you used detonated crush early, that was it. Big damage and you didn't really use a slow that much. Now it can still be there. So you can detonate it, have the slow field still be there. I like that. That's good.
Generally, it works pretty similar, but at max rank now, enemies in the area will have their protections reduced as usual, and that's slow, but it will persist after the refire.
Correct.
So once you use it, you'll actually see that it'll has the timer elements, all that, but then the field actually lingers in just a more subtle state to indicate that the debuff effects are still.
Nice. That's only at max rank, though. Only at max rank.
There.
Yeah.
So
and it also slows.
Yes, and it also slows. So it's got the slow effect and the magic protection debuff effect while that area still persists.
Nice.
Now they're obviously within. Actually, the
reminds me of the Morgan Le Fay's her green slow field like that.
Flash test didn't mention it so much, but we internally in the devs have kind of just been making sure we have this little caveat of like, we know this will probably feel pretty good because there is actually a trade-off here. In Smite 1 at max rank, the debuff effect would actually linger on the enemies that were hit for 1 second. So while before it was more of like a targeted thing on the enemies, now it's actually more of a zoning tool.
Okay.
That being said, because it has the capability of lingering for a very long period of time, we are very well aware that we are ready to reduce the effects of that field based on the max rank effect.
That might get shifted, yeah.
Too oppressive. So while we don't want to nerf it immediately, we want people to play around with it. It's the first thing that we have on our minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the slow field can be pretty strong in fights, I would say.
Yeah.
Does it say how long the slow is? Where's the slow duration? 30% slow. That's a lot. Yo, 30% ain't nothing to sneeze at. And you can use it as a zoning tool too. So if, say you put it right here, zone someone off, if they want to come to you, they're going to be slowed, making them an easier target for yourself or your teammates. And it'll last for 5 seconds. Damn. Yeah, it's going to be an ability to look at. And Gem of Isa. Oh my gosh. Yup, that too, man. What's going to be 55%, I think? Because the slow on Gem of ISO is 25, if not 30. So from 55 to 60% slow. God damn. Oh my gosh, that's a mega slow. Mega slow right there.
The third ability, Sentinel. So Sentinel got a little bit of a
summon a Sentinel at the target area, granting vision of enemies for 5 seconds. A pseudo mini ward. Reactivate the ability to leap. It's a leap now. To the Sentinel location and gain a buff that causes your next basic attack to deal 90 and then 40 plus 50, 50% intelligence, magical damage. It's classified as a leap now. You know what that means. A Wheelix target at max rank, hitting an enemy god with the empowered basic attack reduces your active ability cooldown. Sentinel vision is granted through line of sight blockers. I think they'll explain this one. Not quite sure what that means. Maybe like a wall? A Ymir wall? Oh, okay, yeah. So just, I guess, through walls and maps. Like this wall right here, you wouldn't be able to see through it. But if you throw the sentinel on this side, you can see through that line right there. Okay, I get it. I get it. So she also has poly, built-in poly on her 3. Damn.
+1 in the fact that now it is always going to be doing the line of sight vision, because it creates kind of like a deployable vision area around it, like a ward. But it'll still have that scaling vision radius, as you can see there, from 6 meters to 12.8 meters. So you are gaining a benefit by ranking up for the vision radius.
That's good. They're making it worthwhile for you to scale this ability. Because before, that'd be the last one you even paid attention to. You start off with your 2 is your main clearing. And then your 3, just that's your escape. Then you go to a 1, then your 2 again, then your ult, and then just 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 until you had to level up a 3. Now they're increasing the vision radius. Hey, it's worthwhile. Wards win games, man. Wards save lives.
But also, there's a new effect. You can see Sentinel has damage and damage scaling. What's that all about? Well, now when Scylla uses the Sentinel and specifically teleports to it, she'll gain a buff for a little bit of time, and that'll let her next basic attack do a little bit of extra bonus damage.
Oh, okay.
And the max rank, because that's happening all the time. At max rank, if you hit enemy god with that empower buff, she'll actually get a reset, a few seconds flat cooldown reset on her ability. Is that her cooldown?
Oh my god.
I saw the
Was it like 2 seconds?
Yeah, exactly. So a little is that her cooldown?
Go back. But you have to teleport
she'll
to
actually
the
get a reset, a few seconds flat cooldown reset on her ability. Is that her cooldown?
Yep, I saw the
4 seconds.
Reset, a few seconds flat cooldown reset on her ability. Is that her cooldown?
Yep, I saw the
4 seconds. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You saw that?
Flat cooldown reset on her ability.
6 to 4?
Yep, I
Or
saw
6
the,
to 2?
crush reset right there.
Yeah.
On that too?
exactly. Reset on her ability. Is that her cooldown?
Yep, I saw the crush reset right there.
Yeah. Seconds flat cooldown reset on her ability.
Damn, that's pretty OP.
Yep, I saw
Yeah.
the crush reset right there.
Yeah, exactly.
If you time
So
it
a little bit
perfectly,
more
you can have your
excitement there.
crush
And I know
up.
there were some talks in the flash test, but I did
in 2
mention this
seconds.
before, and I want to mention it again. The goal is for her to gain the buff when she uses it aggressively, when she does the teleport. Because I wanted you to make sure that she's kind of using this new damage effect all the time when she's being aggressive. Sorry, aggressive.
Yeah, if you time it right with the cooldown of the crush, oh my gosh. You can use crush back to back. That's crazy. And then you're going to have cooldown items on her, of course. So, ooh, damn. She's going to be more of a menace now.
And not all the time.
Yes.
So if you just send that sentinel out there, you're not getting a damage buff effect just for being in the current area. You're not getting it for being defensive. You're only getting it if you're actually being offensive.
And it was really only a defensive tool in Smite 1.
Exactly.
You always just use it to run away.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of times you'd like throw out your sentinel,
Back.
and you'd run up and you'd crush, and then you'd run away before they could do anything to you.
Back.
And it's like, I
Yeah.
like +1s that add to the ways that you can use an ability and encourage new play patterns with a god.
Give you
that's
another
played
option,
forever,
right?
That's good.
So I think this is a really good one. And
I'm with it. I'm with
if you
it.
Also have Poly, then you know.
Then you're getting the extra bonus.
and maybe also a Hydras, and you know, then you just do a
Ooh,
crazy.
alright, yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's hydras too. That's right. You can cross build now. Oh. Her basics. Oh my gosh. You're about to get wrecked by one basic attack now. Yo, Scylla mains, you are about to be happy as hell. If you are mechanically not challenged, meaning if